Yeah, so I was on my way down and I'll leave those up. Just thinking a little bit about my video and what the purpose of me shooting these videos are. And there's some people up there, and it can be kind of busy, not a lot, but there was a few people around, and you lose track of thought. You jump from one thing to the next, and this camcorder that Kelly bought me, super nice, but if the content is not better, it doesn't help. Let me just make sure it's working right. I think it is. It appears to be. I just ducked off the trail, I don't know, about 100 yards or so. Found me a nice rock and a fallen over tree to put my camera on for a few minutes and just kind of reflect about why I'm doing this. And the ultimate goal for me is to be able to look back on these videos and from where I have been and to how far I've come, and find some joy in that, find some pride, I guess. It's not, the Bible says not to be prideful, but and just strength, find strength and joy. So that's the main goal. And then in the back of my mind, if somebody else that's out there that's been through a debilitating injury or a struggle or whatever, if somebody finds enjoyment out of it, then so be it. That would be wonderful. But that's not my goal. And I'd made a comment about empathy. As Christians, we should be, as people, as decent people, whether you're Christian or not, but particularly if you're a Christian, you should be empathetic. That's not what I'm saying, but be mindful of someone's debilitations or whatever. But for me personally, as part of my pathway to good health and recovery from where I've been, empathy does me no good. I appreciate it, I do, but doesn't really make me feel any better. It certainly doesn't make me healthier, and I'm very blessed to be where I'm at today, and very thankful. Thanks to God to giving me the tools, my doctor, my trainer, my family, my wife. God's given me all those tools to help me get back to some of the things I enjoy. And talking about some of the things that I enjoy, I miss being still. I bow hunted since I was probably 18 years old. 5-6 years there, all I did was hunt with my bow. I never deer hunted with my rifle at all. Then I picked the rifle back up. I always continued to bow hunt. And haven't been able to bow hunt for over 5 years because of my back. I was not able to pull my bow back even way before my surgery. And was finally able to do that and killed my first deer with my bow this year. First deer in probably in 5 years, over 5 years. So very grateful to that. It's given me a lot of encouragement. Climbing trees again, even though I'm much more careful and use a lifeline now. Used to climb with aluminum climbing spikes. Still got them, but I'll never use them. I am 55 years old. Not the smartest things for me to do. My doctor doesn't think that putting 40 pounds on my back and hiking Pine Mountain is the smartest thing for me to do, but I disagree. That's okay. It's a living life. But back when I used to bow hunt a good bit, I spent a good bit of time in the Cohutta Wilderness, North Georgia Mountains, Smokies, foothills. And it reminds me a lot of this area outside of Cartersville in Bartow County, Pine Mountain. It reminds me a lot. Hardwoods, pine sections, laurel thickets, rhododendrons. And but I spent a lot of time up in that wilderness area, and it's a place where you can get quiet. Sun's bright. I'm not tearing up. Sun's bright. He's back on. Maybe a little bit. But I miss being quiet. A lot of people won't ever understand that. But for me, you know, if you're in camp with 3, 4, 5, 6 guys, whatever it is, girls, I don't care, and then that's at night or whatever, and then you break camp and you go off hunting on your own or with your buddy, and then you break with your buddy and you're by yourself for, you know, 3, 4, 5 hours, sometimes a full day, and you put those days back to back to back. That's how you get quiet. And you pray. You give thanks to your Creator, our Creator. Thanks for your family, for all those things that are important to you. But when you're quiet, so much closer to the creation, closer to the earth, closer to the animals. The smell becomes different. The sounds are different. It means more. I think in life, for me anyway, and I'm sure other folks that enjoy the outdoors, I think getting quiet and being quiet as often as possible feeds the soul. Anyway, I'm just thankful to be where I'm at, and very grateful to have come so far in a short period of time. Yeah, I know I still have a ways to go, and I'm still healing, and I still have problems, and always will, and won't overcome some things, but you know, I'll be quiet again. I mean, heck, it's nice to. This year I did hunt more than I have in a long time, and it's nice to get in an area and just be by yourself for, you know, 3 or 4 hours, a couple hours, or whatever the case may be. But you put some of those days back to back to back, and for me, I really get grounded. And I think that we should do that. we're blessed and fortunate to have a country where we can do that, number one, and to have the freedom. But I just think it's food for the soul, man. Anyway, I just thought I'd pull off the beaten path for a little while. Here, I'll show you. So I found me some rocks right here. Let me get out of the way. Let me turn this around. Nothing special. Just let me back off a little bit. There's my pack. Some rocks around and trails down that way. But one thing that's really cool, this is an old tree that has fallen down, and it looks like when it fell at one time, but at one time, I'll have to get low for this one, this tree was still alive, and it grew up over this rock and grew around this rock. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. It's the little things. Anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. January 10th, 2023. And take these goofy things off. Glad to be here. Peace out.